The latest two chapters of Black Clover 236 and 237 as of the recording of this video have once again shown and proved that despite them still hanging in there, the Golden Dawn, Klaus, and the rest of the members that are left anyway, the Dark Triad is no freaking joke, no laughing matter, and even the underlings are putting in work. So just only imagine what Dante, Xenon, and the rest of the higher ups are capable of when the Golden Dawn is on their last legs fighting for survival. Let's talk about that Black Clover greatness. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. So the last two chapters of Black Clover were definitely some hard-hitting battle chapters, some really tough fights to say the least, because I mean, you see in these last two chapters they're getting worked on, despite the fact that yeah, they're surviving and they took out two of the members of the Dark Triad thus far. One of them was like Garaoid, something along the lines of that, and the other one was unnamed. They're getting their tails whipped, because I want to say it was in 236 where they said already half of the Golden Dawn have been defeated and the other half was barely hanging on. And 236, it showed why, or it showed why, shall I say, that is the vice captain and just how freaking strong he is. Because even though dude from the Dark Triad, Gararoid, again, I don't know how to pronounce that dude's name, even though he took the L in the end, it was a very hard-hitting battle that already weakened And if these are lower levels, because I remember it was like maybe 235 or 234 where they said that basically one of the things is, okay, different members are able to access that demon power at different stages, and I want to say he said maybe he was 40% or something like that, and dudes like Xenon is like 80%, something crazy. And if they're struggling against them, shit, the time skip, while they trained and did their best, there's still a ways to go in order to stop these dudes. And they're gonna need some higher up, stronger techniques, abilities, and powers in general, and they're gonna need to work together above all else in order to take these dudes out, because the Dark Triad, they're no joke, they're no laughing matter. Although I gotta say, I did appreciate a little bit of Yuno's cockiness, and I think a lot of it is also anger. Like, once he heard that half of the Golden Dawn had fallen, that really pissed him off. And then when he finishes off dude at the end of 236, he's like, I'll be the one to shut this down, and took dude out. And I'm like, alright, okay, like, they're showing that, yeah, there was a lot of advancement with these dudes. Like, they're not just the same people and the same power that they were before the time skip, but that doesn't mean that they're still going to be able to just steamroll over the Dark Triad, because, again, took dude out, but at a cost of being very weakened. And then you get to 237 and you see Klaus and some of the other members of the Golden Dawn kind of just hanging on, fighting this unnamed dude from the Dark Triad. And once again, had to kind of step in and work together with them just to take out this other dude. And it's like we get a little bit of intricacies of like, wow, the elves were pretty freaking strong when these people were possessed from, going back to the elf arc, the devil arc, and all that stuff. Their power was ridiculous to the point where they're still not quite, like, with all the training they put in the last 6 months, they still aren't quite to where they were in the last arc, which is freaking crazy, because they did lose, like, there was other people that weren't possessed or finally got unpossessed that were able to outdo them. So the power scaling does seem a little flimsy at times, because it's like, okay, if y'all still not even as strong as y'all were in the elf arc, but some of y'all were able to take out the elf, so it's a little sticky of the power scaling, a little flimsy there. But nonetheless, it's showcasing just a whole other level of savagery. Like, these dudes is not playing. And seeing the double teaming of and Klaus probably was one of my favorite moments of the last couple chapters. I mean, it gives, like, the minor characters, which, you always start to look at it like as the series progresses, and this is what any shonen, that it's going to get more and more hard for the B characters, C characters to do anything, and it's going to be like the main characters to do stuff. So to still get moments where, like, Klaus, even though he's, which I appreciate the small amounts of comedy that they do add in there, when he's like, oh, Vice Captain, and he's like, hey, don't call me that. It's like, creepy in a way, like, you're older than me. But nonetheless, it's still giving moments to people like Klaus, and I'm hoping to get more of those. Like, when we get into getting other Black Bull members involved and stuff. I want to see Charmy have another awesome moment like she had in the Elf arc. I want to see all of the other members, Magna, everybody, when the war really starts to kick in and everybody jumps in. I want to see all of the side B, C, and D characters have their moment of shine, and it looks like Tabata hasn't forgotten about them, and that was what's up. But I'm curious to see how this portion of the battle is going to end, because at the end of 237, you got that, which I don't know how I feel about it in a way, but William Vengeance has taken the L to Xenon. And you see Klaus and the rest of the remaining Golden Dawn members looking on, and he just shows up, which very, very big build up for these dudes. Like, I feel as though, despite the fact that they're already, having a clash and kind of the war has began, I feel as though this is just build up to just show how freaking incredible they are. If William Vengeance is there, he's hanging on to the freaking, which I don't know if that's part of Xenon's magic, because he had like a similar magic, but it was like with bones or something, or if that was just the magic that, William Vengeance's plant stuff that had him hanging there. But either way, it just once again continues to reaffirm like this is going to be a serious threat. Like right now, the way I'm seeing it, it looks as though Klaus and the rest of them at the moment don't stand a chance against Xenon, especially with being weakened at this point. Like, we're gonna need the big guns to come out, and I don't even know, because like William Vengeance was pretty freaking strong, but like if they're able to body somebody like William Vengeance, and I want to say it was a one-on-one, it was just William against Xenon, then what does that say for some of the other captains? Like, how much of a trouble is somebody like Nozel or a Yami or those captains are going to have against these dudes when William Vengeance fell, and he's part of the Golden Dawn, one of the strongest teams of, all of the captain squads and whatnot. Like, just absolutely freaking insane. I still couldn't believe it. And a part of me, to be honest with you, I don't feel bad in a way about William Vengeance, because I think back, like, he got off scot-free. Like, just the fact that he still stood as the captain of Golden Dawn, despite like him being a traitor to the kingdom and everything that he did in the Elf arc, which, don't get me wrong, he was doing it for Patri and he was doing it for the sake of somebody else, and he was having internal struggles about it. You still betray the kingdom, so you being the captain, I'm already a little bit sour to it. Like, damn, what was the consequences for betraying the kingdom and throwing everything into chaos again? So seeing him there is like, it's impressive. It like impresses me of like, okay, the Dark Triad is showing that them being the next villains up, they're on a whole other level, that they're bodying captains. And looking at William Vengeance, I'm like, okay, you fell, you took the L, like, maybe next time you do better. But I don't feel bad in a way by any means, because I feel as though his punishment was light. And all around these last two chapters, as I've been saying, with just, I feel as though some action-packed build-ups for everything that's to come, because obviously this arc is going to be a lot longer than, just the last few chapters we've had, and we've already had battles. And I think this is Tabata showcasing their strength and how much probably training or advancement we're going to need moving forward, because if was struggling against some of the lower tier guys and William Vengeance fell against Xenon, then what hope do these people have to face? And Xenon isn't even the strongest, to my understanding. We still got like the king looking dude Dante and that chick that was with them as well, the higher ups. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of muscle to take down the Dark Triad. So crazy way to build things up, but we're here. I'm curious what you guys think about this though. For starters, how do you feel right now about the Dark Triad? Do you feel as though what we've been getting the last couple chapters in terms of them, tearing down half of the Golden Dawn, knocking out William Vengeance, do you think that showcases that we're going to need more training? Like, I don't know how Asta would be able, I mean, he has his anti-magic, and that's always like a hacks in a way if you think about it, but I don't know how Asta and all of them are going to be able to fare against him, or not even just Xenon, all of the other people as well, when Captains is falling and the Golden Dawn just got slaughtered, and there's still higher ups even stronger than these people, and is weakened and shit. So how are you feeling about the Dark Triad? What do you feel about William Vengeance falling? Did you feel bad? Honestly, I didn't. I feel as though you got off scot-free from terrorizing the kingdom and betraying everybody. Like, take this ass whipping like a man, William. You'll be aight. And your overall thoughts and expectations for the Black Clover manga moving forward. Very, very action-packed, very, very heavy on the action, which is why it was a little difficult for me to talk too much for these last couple chapters. But nevertheless, it's still that Black Clover greatness, and I'm even more excited now about the Dark Triad. Maybe they don't have like these hacks things like what happened with the Elf arc, where people were getting powered up and they even said that they're not as strong as they were when they were elves, but we still got some credible foes, and there's still more people at the top waiting to throw down. Let's go. That's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, hit that bell over here to get all notifications for my videos. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, they will of course be in the description below. I'm World, and as always, people, have an awesome day, and remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in, and baby, Black Clover coming in with that greatness. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do right now. Like, Xenon, you monster, you savage. Golden Dawn has fallen. Let's go.
Everything good always comes to an end. If you stab me in my back, we can never make amends. Trying to move to acceptance, hard to accept it. Mistakes like mirrors, gotta reflect it. I don't wanna fucking leave, but I gotta leave. Leave the maybes to the crazies. Maybe one day there I go, admitting something in a subtle way. No more copies, leave without a trace. Last time, I'ma say last time. Moving on to the future, leave the memories as a pastime. Memories always feel like the worst. Deading all the past, leave it in a hearse. Sometimes I wanna lie, but I don't. Why lie when truthfully you get caught in it? Then usually it's all off and shit. Uncalled for shit, now I'm off the shit. Maybe lately what I've been facing got me crazy. No, I can't take it. Maybe